Hello! Welcome to this week's reading vlog, which will cover January 22nd up through January 28th. We had some technical difficulties, so it's going to be a little rough, but let's see how it goes. Monday, January 22nd. So I was bouncing between three books today. Jim Butcher's Grave Peril, the third book in the Dresden Files, Mislaid in Parts Unknown, the latest Wayward Children's novel. This is a very fun series. It's like a portal fantasy series that I've enjoyed immensely. Been reading it for about a year or so. And The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. It's a book about the life and journey of an artist, and it's Rick Rubin's meditations and thoughts about various topics. So yeah, nice three books to focus on. Wednesday, January 24th. So I've realized something kind of funny today while I was reading both Grave Peril and Mislaid in Parts Unknown. They're both from genres or age groups that I generally don't like. Dresden Files. I don't generally like urban fantasy. I think it's a lower form of fantasy. I think most people would agree. Whether or not that's a negative or positive thing, that's up to you. It depends on your opinion. But urban fantasy bugs me because most of them are just mystery novels. And then the mystery is unsolvable from our point of view as the reader. But then at the end, magic solves it in a way that we were never told. It seems like cheap mysteries. And Mislaid in Parts Unknown, it's a YA portal fantasy series about the children who walk through magical doorways in this world to these infinite amount of multiversal worlds that are made for them. But sometimes these worlds spit their little chosen one children back out into our normal, mundane world. And it's traumatic, and they want to make it back to their worlds. So that series is a lot about how they're trying to adjust to Earth, or how they happily and luckily make it back to the world. And it's bittersweet. Shauna McGuire's a bit of a preachy author, but I could forgive that because she has phenomenal output, publishes several books a year across many pen names, and I respect that in the age of 2024, where in the 2020s, a lot of authors, a very popular series, they just decide to sit on their coattails and not publish things very often. Shauna McGuire does not do that. But yeah, reading YA this week, urban fantasy, two things I generally don't like too much. But Wayward Children is YA done pretty dang good. Saturday, January 27th. Yesterday was a pretty good day for me. I came across a YouTube video from BellTube, an up-and-coming booktuber. And he was talking about the plans he has for his channel. And it's going at a pretty good rate. Very good rate, as far as booktube channels go. And he was talking about how he takes a lot of inspiration. And he's been studying a lot of Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast is the most successful YouTuber around. And he said it would be very arrogant for any content creator on YouTube to not think they could learn something from Mr. Beast. So yesterday, I just was watching a bunch of Mr. Beast videos, taking notes, making plans, figuring out ways to use all the various tools that YouTube provides for content creators. And I was super pumped to get to work on a few things. I filmed a long form video yesterday, and I was going to connect it to some shorts. That way you could drive some more of the audience towards the long form content using the shorts. Trying to do some pretty big wig expert YouTuber moves. And then I wake up, I get ready to edit the video, and Microsoft, Windows, I'm not exactly sure what company I should blame, they discontinued the video editing software that I've been using for 3 years. And the one they replaced it with just keeps crashing on my computer. So I'm having to figure out what video editing software to use. For this week, it's going to be Shotcut, because Shotcut is something I think my computer can run. Downloading right now, I'll be getting to work. But if things aren't uploaded on schedule, that is why. Windows, Microsoft, I'm not exactly sure. They screwed me. Saturday night. It only took between 4 and 5 hours, but I think I got the hang of Shotcut. The reading for the day was mostly non-existent. But one quote from The Creative Act that stuck out to me after, suffering through the whole Shotcut ordeal. If there's any rule to creativity that's less breakable than the others, it's that the need for patience is ever present. I got a video done. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. I'm very proud of myself for, figuring it out and pushing through. So I only missed one day of content. I still have a lot of ideas. I'm still very hopeful, but I'm very tired. Sunday, January 28th, the end of week 4 for the year 2024. In terms of reading, this week was a little bit of a failure. Despite me finishing another book today, a short story, Skeleton Song by Shauna McGuire, another installment in the Wayward Children series. I haven't read any of the short stories in the series, but I like this one a lot. Actually pretty tragic, kind of hit me in the feels. It's a little bit of a love story. It tells the background, tells the story of a character who's one of the main characters in the series, but he hasn't gotten his own standalone installment yet. And I do think after reading Skeleton Song, I would very much like to read a complete novella about this character. It was bittersweet, and I really liked that. Just as I was saying that, like, mislaid in places in parts unknown is probably one of my least favorite installments. I think Skeleton Key kind of gave me back hope in this series. In terms of page count, only 306 pages, because yesterday I was figuring out how to use Shotcut. And today I was trying to figure out how to use Shotcut again, but I got a video uploaded, a book review video about the Ferryman, and I tried out some new things with camera angles and stuff. So link to that video in the description below. Tell me what you think about the ideas I'm having. In terms of reading, not a good week. In terms of learning and, brainstorming about what to do with the channel, about what to do with the videos, I'm pretty happy with it. I have a lot of ideas. And this will be the last week where the reading vlog isn't good. It'll be a little rough this week because I don't know how to do everything on Shotcut, but I will learn by next Sunday. I think this year is going to be a good year. I'm going to learn a lot. The reading's the easy part for the BookTube channel. It's everything else that I'm a complete noob at. But I'm very excited for the challenge. So thank you guys for watching this rough reading vlog, and I'll see you guys next time, and I think it will be better.